Hello friends, welcome back. I am Vivek Anand, and the Prime Minister in his Independence Day speech has once again reiterated the fact that India will become a $5 trillion economy in the next 5 years. And the Finance Minister during the budget presentation also mentioned in a speech that we are ready to make India a $5 trillion economy. Discuss what are the plans for government, how are they going to make India a $5 trillion economy, and what are the steps they are planning to take. So to start with, the biggest plan for the government to make India a $5 trillion economy is government is going to concentrate more on export. They are going to make the country a export driven economy also. So what is this export driven economy? For example, the Southeast Asian economies, right from Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, Indonesia, these countries are small countries. The population is less, but their economic rise was very fast before 20 years. They are called as tiger economies. So what did they do? What they did was, instead of considering only their country as a market, they produced products for the world. And what happened is they concentrated more on exports and they developed very faster. But coming to a country like India, India is a country with a massive population. Companies over here, if they can produce products for Indian population alone itself, they can develop very faster. And that is one reason so many foreign companies are coming to India and establishing their shops, because population is so high. And the point here is, but what has happened so far is India has just become a market for the whole world. We've just been using products from other countries, but we have never created any product for the world market. So the government is intended to produce more products for the world and change to an export driven economy. So this is the first thing. So right from, for an example would be like right from mobile phones to cars we see in India, it is all about foreign cars and foreign telephones and every foreign products being dominant in Indian market, but not an Indian product in a foreign market, or at least dominating in India. So the scenario is only slowly changing. So the government is very much interested to make it faster and make India as an export driven economy. This is the first thing. The second important thing is the government has once again announced a 1 lakh crore investment for the building up infrastructure, for building up ports, railways, bridges and roads. So what happens here is, if so much of investment comes in this infrastructure, there will be a lot of jobs being created. And most importantly, if two cities are being connected with proper connectivity, with proper roads, what happens is a person in one particular city might also think about, let me go there, that is just a short distance, and also set up one more shop over there. And so what happens is automatically people will start spending more, and that will also be one particular reason for the economy to develop very fast. So this is the second thing. And the third important thing is the government is planning to again invest a lot of money in the small and medium scale industries, MSME sector. So what again will have here is this is one particular sector which actually employs lots and lots of people here. And if the lots of investments are going to come in this particular sector, what happens is the living conditions of the people will be better over here, and this might again directly or indirectly contribute to the flourishing of the rural economy as well. So this is the third important thing. And the fourth important thing here is the last 5 years, the government and the Reserve Bank of India has actually ensured that inflation is not skyrocketing. The prices of the essential commodities remains stable. So it has never went too high in these last 5 years. So what happens is the biggest benefit of this is banks will be at a very comfortable position to give more loans. So the government will tell the banks to pass this advantage to the consumers. And when more loans are being offered, what happens is more industries will be established and more employment will be generated. The last point is, if the first 4 points are being followed well and implemented properly, what will actually happen is lots of employment will be generated. Assume if 1,000 people are being given job, they might spend well, and that might help us to give employment to 2,000, and that 2,000 will give employment if they spend properly for 5,000. Then 5,000 becomes 50,000, and the process goes on. The point here is, when people spend a lot, but in India we also have this habit of savings. So the savings will also increase, and the government has fixed a target of increasing the savings from 30% to 35%. So if savings are also increased, what will happen is again the banks and government will be able to spend that particular money for the welfare of the people, and that will again start another cycle of employment and prosperity for the country. The objective of this video to mention a very few key points for how India can become a $5 trillion economy. So what are the steps which the government has in their mind? So please share your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching this video. Have a good day.